we're obviously living in an interesting time. It's like the economic system is completely collapsing. Fiat currencies like the dollar are inflating at a faster rate than ever, and they're only going to continue to inflate. And everybody's getting more and more poor. Poorer and poorer. It's just getting worse and worse and worse for everybody. And it's only going to get worse. We're in for one hell of a ride. And as a result, relationships are falling apart, and the real evil that is inside of human beings is coming out to show itself. We're seeing the masks come off despite every attempt to keep them on. And we're seeing the hell come out of people. Relationships between family members are the worst they've ever been. Relationships between husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend are the worst they've ever been. I personally know so many men whose girlfriends or wives are completely betraying them in the worst possible way. And vice versa sometimes, but it usually tends to be the woman betraying the man in the worst, most evil, most spiteful kind of way possible that you could ever imagine. I mean, I know so many men that are just going through absolute hell. That's what the whole red pill movement is. It's just men waking up to what they're dealing with and having to take a good look in the mirror as a result. And having said all this, I would say to everybody, be grateful for all of this. Because you're getting to see who people really are. You're getting to see that no one ever really loved you to begin with. It was all just evil in disguise. And even though it seems like every woman out there seems to be betraying every man out there, and a little bit of vice versa, the fact is that men, you can't blame women, because almost every single man I know is like a woman, is like a beta male, is become just like their mothers. After all, most children, most men are raised by their mothers nowadays, with divorce being more common than it isn't. And women hate that. I mean, what woman wants to be with another woman in being with a beta male? They'll secretly hate you for it, because the truth is that they're actually depending on you to lead them and show them the way. It's supposed to be in your nature to be the leader, to be the giver, the provider, the protector. I mean, just look at the way men are built and look at the way that women are built. Men are built to give. Women are built to receive. This is pretty obvious in the physical design. That's why men aren't even attractive looking necessarily. Because the whole point of being attractive is to take and receive. To receive attention. Shut up. Dog's making noise for the video. It's got a beta male owner. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Most men are betas, and they can't admit it to themselves because they're so obsessed with taking. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, even like men who are like good looking, you're built in the image and the likeness of your mother, of a beta male, to get attention and receive that way. And it works for a little while. You might get some sex and attention and whatever out of it, but it always ends in hell. It's never sustainable. And so everybody has the same thing in common, in that they have to let go of their anger and their spitefulness and forgive. They have to forgive their parents for essentially being a bad example. They've got to forgive their mothers for teaching them to live in their anger and their emotions and their fears, for living in their imagination, their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions. And they have to forgive their fathers for being beta males, for being just like women, and also living in their emotions and thoughts and feelings and imagination, and not providing and protecting them, providing for and protecting them effectively. Men, you should be grateful for the way that women are destroying you, so that you don't make the mistake anymore of being a beta male, so that you don't make the mistake of letting your woman lead you straight to hell, because that's where it's going. If you live backwards that way, and you let the taker, not the giver, lead, then everything's going to go backwards and you're going to go straight to hell. And women, you should be grateful to the men for showing you who they are, which is a bunch of beta males who can't provide, who can't protect, who are all emotional and angry because they're showing you who they are and that they were made in the image and the likeness of their mother. And all of this hell just so that you can finally take a look in the mirror and see who you really are, that you're living in a false image and likeness of who you are, and that you have to be born again through forgiveness. Through forgiving your mother and your father, you're essentially forgiving yourself, because you realize that you were made in the image and the likeness of your mother, and realizing that you have to return to the Father, which is your true image and likeness. I mean, even women have to do this. Stop blaming the men for everything. Stop blaming your mothers and your fathers for everything, because you have no right to judge them, and you became exactly like them. And that you have to, get back to your true nature, which is not the image and likeness of your mother. It's the image and likeness of your father. And then within that, you'll be able to return to the natural order of things, to live in God's good graces, as they call it. No, but it's really just aligning yourself with who you really are in every way. So be grateful, everybody. We're in for quite a ride. And it's just giving you every opportunity to forgive, let go, and change so that it can be better for you, your spouses, your children, and all the children to come going forward.